In this episode, we're going to be taking a look at another Rosa Blanco tequila right here on the Tequila Hombre. Coming up next. Hello and welcome to this episode of the Tequila Hombre, where today we're going to be taking a look at and doing a tasting review of another Rosa Blanco tequila. The Rosa Blanco we're looking at today is from Cazcanes. It is the Cazcanes Rosa Blanco. This is the latest edition. They sent me this bottle for review, and of course, as usual, and I want to make this perfectly clear, I am not getting paid in any way by Cazcanes for this review. This is a completely honest and unbiased review as usual. All right, now, as many of you that are my regular viewers know, wine and tequila are very similar in their production techniques and stuff. And the gentleman that actually makes Cazcanes, his name is Colin Edwards, is a huge wine guy. He's a wine expert. He knows wine really well. And so they are doing a Rosa Blanco this time, where the Blanco tequila was rested in red wine barrels. And in order for it to maintain a Blanco status, it has to be less than 2 months in a red wine barrel in order to be still called a Rosa Blanco. Now, I did reach out to the brand to get to some detailed information about the wine barrels used, but I have not heard back from them yet at the time that this review is being filmed. But I will post a comment later in the comment section when I get that information from them to give you more details about the kind of barrel used and if they have exact timelines. Now, of course, Cazcanes is made right, where there's no additives. The production has remained consistent in how they do production. Now, the only difference is the actual flavor profile and whether it's appealing or not to you as a consumer, as well as to myself as the reviewer. So with this review, I'll give you my honest opinion and what I think about it and whether it's appealing to me. And then you can make a decision based on what the information I give you as to whether it sounds something that's appealing to you. And the Cazcanes Rosa Blanco is available on ferment and still for $93.99 a bottle. So let's get into the tasting portion and see if I think it's worth it. All right, so now it's time for the tasting portion. Let's put a little tequila in the glass. Now this is a number 9, which means it's 100 proof. If you don't know their numbering system, number 7 is 80 proof, number 9 is 100 proof, and number 10 is 108 proof. So we'll go ahead and pour some into the glass. Or they actually consider number 10 to be still strength, which I think it's 108. 108 or 110. I think it's 108. All right, so looking at this in the glass, it coats the glass beautifully. Nice legs and tears coming down from the glass. Looks like it's going to have a nice viscous mouthfeel to it. Looking at the tequila itself, it is crystal clear, a nice amber, medium amber color to it. Nothing floating in it or anything, so it looks great. All right, so let's see what we get on the nose. As you know, we do taste with our eyes, our nose, and our mouth when we're tasting agave spirits. On the nose, we get beautiful cooked agave, still coming through in the front. Definitely hints of cherry coming through, like a sweet cherry. Some vanilla and caramel notes coming through. A little grapiness coming through on it too. Some ripe fruit. It's very fruity on the nose. Very sweet too, like sweet cinnamon. Of course, it's not additives because they don't use additives. But kind of that sweet cooked agave notes, and then sweet cinnamon, sweet fruit. But it's more fruity on the fruit side when you're looking at the nose on it. All right, so this is my first taste of alcohol for the day, and since it's 100 proof, we're going to go ahead and get our mouth acclimated to 100 proof alcohol first before we try to look for and discern any tasting notes. All right, now it seems like things are acclimated. Salud. Let's get into the tasting portion. Has a nice viscous mouthfeel to it, coats the mouth wonderfully. Nice cooked agave notes up front. A little bit of oak tannin bitterness that comes through from it. Some vanilla and caramel coming through. Not picking up a whole lot of the wine notes from it. Nice cooked agave, oak tannins, oak bitterness coming through. A little bit of anise bitterness in there as well. Vanilla and some caramel. It has an astringency to it right in the middle. I'm not picking up much wine on this at all. Let me see. Let me see if I can pick up some of the grape wine notes from it. Cinnamon and baking spices, bitter astringency, kind of like oak tannins, and I'm not picking up very much wine notes on this. I'd love to have more wine notes and see like the wine to actually play a part in the flavor profile, because I'm a big fan of actual tequila that's been aged in wine barrels when it has a nice integration of grape and wine flavors interacting with the tequila. Otherwise, this really comes across as kind of like a nice reposado, or even in some cases, and even in añejo. I think the barrel for this has been pretty young. There's still a lot of barrel influence on this for being a rosa. So it's good. It tastes really good. There's nothing wrong with it at all. I just don't see as much wine notes as I'd like. I'd like to see more wine notes in it and more of the red wine showing up more in the flavor profile. So how would I rate this? It's good. There's nothing wrong with it at all. It drinks like a nice reposado would, or even like a light añejo. So it's enjoyable. It's something that I definitely could enjoy. Now, whether I would spend $94 or more on it, probably not, to be honest. It's good. And if you like Cazcanes, I definitely recommend buying it. But it's not something that that I think would be worth $100 in experience wise. Well, there you go. There's my honest review on this. If you like the information included in this video, make sure you give a thumbs up and give me a like. If you're new to the channel, bienvenido, welcome. And if you like honest reviews, if you like information that unbiased, not paid for, that will help you become a more powerful consumer when you go to the store, so you make better choices, you don't make mistakes and buy agave spirits you're not going to like, then make sure you click the subscribe button right there and the notification bell next to it, and you'll get notified every time I post a new honest review or informational video. And until next time, like I always say, life is too short to drink bad tequila. So if you want to pick up the Cazcanes Rosa Blanco, it's good. It tastes really good. It's just a matter of whether, you think, it's just a matter of whether you think $94 or more is worth it for this type of tequila. I would like to honestly see more grape notes in it. And until next time, salute. Bye, guys.